everybody. Sorry about the no notice for the channel switchover. I have been sleeping all afternoon, and Charlie did send me a text hours ago, and so I normally do post it and announce we're moving it to my channel, but I just woke up literally 10 minutes ago and saw Charlie's text. So I wish Charlie well. He's probably dealing with some other family situation. So there's Mr. Bill.
Howdy, Rob. How you doing?
Good. Let me turn this down a little bit.
Hi, Grandma.
So, so sorry, everybody, no notice. Like I say, Charlie did text around 7 p.m., so he gave me plenty of notice to switch over. And like I say, I normally get up and I do a quick community post announcing come over here. But like I say, I got up at 10 minutes ago, was wolfing down some quick food, and happened to look down at my phone and saw that Charlie said he wasn't going on.
Hi, Risha. Hi, Danny.
So
Hi, Detective Jim. Hi,
Gregory.
Hi, Grandma.
Folks.
Yep.
We're switching oars mid-river, midstream. Don says, woo, I thought I missed it. And there's Danny Dizzle, the spectacular supporter. Yes, she is.
Good thing I checked my phone, Rob. I was getting ready to no, straighten out. Let's go to bed.
I've been sleeping all afternoon, Bill. I've had a very, very bad pain day. So I said, screw this. I'm taking a pain pill and going to bed. And so literally I just woke up at 9:38. Normally I get that text from Charlie 5 minutes that says, showtime. Javier, brah. Good evening, James.
Hi, Javier.
Reaper.
Jeremy, hello. Jason E. Miner, hello.
Oh, we had Zaxxon there for a second. No, what, hon?
Hi, Lance. Hi, Mr. Minix. Hi, Moon.
Uh-oh, the man's mobile.
Rob, I don't know if you can hear me. I can't do it, man. I'm at a county fair.
No, go ahead. We can hear you, but yeah, go ahead and enjoy your family. Me and Bill got it.
We got it.
We can see you.
Anyway, whether or not you can hear me, hi all, but I can't stream tonight, Rob. I'm at the fair.
Yep, go ahead. Have a good time, buddy.
Have a good time, Jackson.
That looks like a metal detector rich environment. Yeah, Danny, we always try to, if we can. All right, let's go down the list here.
Hi, Scott McClory.
Super Nick.
Brad, hello.
Grandma Kelly. Boom, hi to all. Thank you, Kelly. There's
Oh,
Moon.
Bull.
Moon was a winner on Monday night, or wait, what's today? Saturday. He was a winner on the Thursday night coin hunting stream. Won himself a barber dime. And there is Miss Lucinda Mannery. Sorry, I don't.
Bill and Christine, hello. Lady Squall, hello. Good evening, Jim Steele.
Jim, that's what I was doing, Jim. I was sleeping. There is a monster-sized knife right directly in the middle of my back. Good evening, Dina.
Rick A, hello. Phil Garner, hello.
Brian Oilier. And there's Miss Reacher to go with Mr. James. Good evening, Miss Reacher. Thanks for you and James being here tonight. Gregory Gibson. Nick's on his phone. Mr. Minix, good evening.
Brian Oliver. Good evening.
Captain Vic, good evening, Captain Vic. Why are I seeing these people say hi to people? Oh, yep, I miss Captain Vic. And I'm like, I'm not seeing these names, but people are in here. Okay, and there's Mr. Minix. Yep, I missed him. Rick, hey, good evening, Rick and Angie. Hey. Denise is doing commentary in the background there. Good evening, Jason E. Miner. And there's the real Mr. Jeremy digging up the Carolinas.
Hello, Lucinda. Deb Melvin, good evening.
Lance McWillen, good evening. Thank you for the coffee, honey.
Got 42 in here already, bro.
She's going with the PD cup, Bill.
Aha.
I'd forgotten, Bill, that I got this, Officer Robert Clark. I'd forgotten that I had one of these mugs because back in the 90s, real big things for the community policing. Community policing just started then. And what a lot of people don't realize is that most cops don't give two craps about community policing. I got a news flash for you. I don't care what administration wants to say. Cops don't want to usually do community policing. So one of the big things back then was baseball cards. So you got yourself a really nice picture in uniform, like the canines pose with their dog, the bicycle guys. Mine would have probably been next to my bicycle since I did a lot of bicycle patrol. And but the problem was I was on the detective list for narcotics detective, and I knew that if I made detective, I was going to be shipped off to narcotics to plain clothes to undercover. And no way did I want a bunch of baseball cards with my name and picture. I'm in the middle of doing some drug deal, and some guy goes, "Hey, isn't this you on this card?" So I missed out on getting my own baseball cards. Well, good coffee, D.
No, Brian Brasky, he sounds fine to me, so it might be at your end.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Bill's nice and loud.
Yeah.
Nick
Hello,
says,
great.
I'm in the recliner full of medicine. That sounds like a great idea to me, Nick.
Yep.
Mr. Jim Steele. Good evening, Jim. There's another multiple winner. Rigged. No, that's Swifty. Rigged.
Oh, James. Lucky
Art
James.
by Bull, thanks for being here with us tonight, Art. There's Mr. Brad. No, not B-Rad. This one's Brad. Just Brad. Digging SoCal. Good evening, Mr. Bill. Good evening, Lady Squall.
He's saying I sound fine, but you sound low. You don't sound loud to me, so I don't know
No, I
what.
don't sound low to me either.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on.
I've got my sound on number 26. I'll move it up to 29.
I'm twice as loud as Rob.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are a little louder than me.
Let me go into settings.
Wow, Denise just said nobody's as loud as I am. Wow.
Is that better, people?
I think we're pretty even, Bill. Howdy, Phil
Well,
Gardner.
Mine was maxed out, so I lowered it.
Oh, yeah, lower. Yeah, you're a little better, Bill.
Okay. Mark Miller, hello.
Evening, Mark.
Nice, Bull. You're at 207 subscribers.
Lucinda, isn't that challenge coin just freaking awesome, Lucinda?
Oh, those are beautiful.
Hi, Deb. Well, we're just getting going here, Deb. Yeah, but she's right. Only 17 likes.
Hello, Swamp Dog.
Wow. Hey, Rob and Bill are live.
Thank you, Captain Vic.
Yeah, that's weird.
Rob sounds far away from his mic. Maybe it's off.
No, if I'm on, the mic's on automatically. Oh, you know what? You know what, Bill? I bet I have it turned down from the coin roll hunt. So let me go to settings. Let me go to audio. And yes, the mic volume is down. All right, guys, there we go. That should be much better, guys.
Now do we sound about even there, people?
I think we do. All right, hopefully that should help you guys.
Swamp Dog.
Mr. Minix. Jim Steele, you won free tickets to this event, sir.
Thank you, Rick.
Words that will put the fear of God into any grown man. Honey, you'll never guess how much money I saved today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, Captain Vic. Danny D says, hi, Denise.
Captain Vic says you.
Good evening, guys. Darren came in with Mr. Bill and I on Thursday night for the coin roll. Darren, thanks for coming back tonight, seeing that we were live. Evening, Bill Brasky.
Captain Vic says use your outside voice, Menardo.
No, Denise doesn't want me. Denise doesn't want me to use my outside voice in the house. No. Yeah, Bill, I have a whole deck of trading cards of all the guys on my swing shift that I worked with. But yeah, I was on the. I knew I was going to be. Well, if I got made detective, I knew I was number one on the list. And as a matter of fact, we had one older sergeant who was a little. I don't want to say he was senile, but Dennis was a little scatterbrained, and he'd already had like 30 years in when I was like new there. And he came to me one day and he goes, "Hey, congratulations." And I said, "What?" He goes, "On making detective." Haven't heard a word about that, Sarge. You're the first guy to tell me that. So I went into my lieutenant's office and I said, why am I being congratulated for Major Detective? Well, that hasn't been finalized yet. Who told you that? I go, Dennis did. No, he's not, Rob. He's not supposed to be telling you that. So I guess she went back to command staff and went, hey, Rob Clark's already been told he made detective. So how was that for an official promotion, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, Bill, I never got to get my own baseball card.
No, Rob, that's kind of like I was working on a place, and right after I got promoted, they sold out and laid everybody off.
That's exactly right, Captain Victim, and the official Menardo Rob rookie card. Well, you know what, Bill? That's exactly what happened to Park Rat Pat. He got told by Nocta he was going to be a nomad, and then like before he could go to his first event, they withdrew the nomad. The whole they
No, that was Whites.
Or Whites, excuse me. That's right. They lowered they got rid of their program.
Yeah. Well, Mrs. Can Do. Mark the Burger says, I found out I was fired through social media. That was mighty nice of him.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Asylum Studio. There's another person that was with us on Thursday night. Welcome. Thanks for being here tonight. And Art by Pool, guys, when he hung out with us, he was just over 100. And this is his third or fourth time being with all of us, guys, and he's now over 207. Thanks to all you good people. You folks rock out there. Thank you very much for getting Art by Pool over 200. Swamp Dog, good evening.
Silver Wrench, good evening.
Yeah, I turned it up, guys. I turned up my mic. I forgot I had it way down low. To have us work with two phones or a phone and a camera, I have to turn one of them down so we don't get the feedback.
Hey, Yodi. Hey, Johnny Small Pepper.
Good evening, Johnny. And Danny Dizzle's closing in on 973. Danny, you're like
Way
me,
to go,
man.
Danny.
I'm at 4981, Danny. I'm 19 away from 5,000, and you are 27 away from 1,000. That is awesome, Danny.
Hey, you guys do know you've all been given the blue rent, so you can check out each other's channels, subscribe to each other. So get out there and do it.
Thanks, Risha. All right, she says everybody's good now. Good, we got it.
T-Rep, hello. Been a while.
Good evening, T-Rep. Evening, Lucky James Eller. Hey, Bill.
Yes, Rob.
I am in my brand new professional. It actually says professional on the box. I have a new chair, Bill, that's got a 5-leg base, Bill. So my ass will not be leaning over and falling out of this one. And this baby. Oh, the other one had 5 legs too, and Rob managed to fall out of it. But this one's stable, Bill. The other one was getting a little wonky. That's my favorite word.
I know what you mean, Rob.
It just wasn't stable in the middle. But man, Denise actually put it together today because, like I say, I had a headache, I had a stomach ache, my back hurt. So she's like, no, the occupant of the chair is not stable. Definitely not. He's pretty wonky too. Okay.
Yeah. How do I put it? Those of us that are gravity unstable or gravity challenged, we tend to fall over in chairs. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Last flight of the day, heading into Huntsville, Alabama, taking my daughter to space camp.
Nice, Swamp Dog.
That's cool. You know what, Swamp Dog? That's pretty cool. That's only a select few kids, from what I understand, get to go to that space camp. That would be the adventure of a lifetime. You just wish her to have a good time, Swamp Dog. You're a hell of a good dad, Swamp Dog.
Grandma Kelly, I've not been stable for years and has nothing to do with falling.
That's exactly right. Mark the Berg Hunter. Good evening, sir. Jim says, Rob, sweat talk Denise into making gooeys.
Hey, everybody head over to Darren's Hobbies. Show him some love there.
I'm hoping for an order of gooeys in June, Jim. There's Mrs. Can Do. There's Mrs. She-Devil. Then he said, I'm Mrs. Cannot. Mrs. Wilnot. Silver Wrench, good evening. That's right. Yodi says, hey, hey, the show must go on. You betcha, Yodi. Anytime, Art. You know, we do the same thing at the metal detecting, Art. That's why it upset me so much that there used to be, and I say used to could, because they're still not around, and that's fine with me. I told him I wouldn't mention his channel name anymore, but we're all out here for each other, Bull. We're out here to pull up the small channels and help everybody out, get people to learn how YouTube works, how this whole system works. And that's what we do metal detecting. Guys, you have somebody new comes in the club, they come to a meeting. Hey, I just got such and such machine. Anybody here fluent on that? And you know, our club president said, hey, Rob and Troy have that machine.
Mr. Mike.
Can you meet with them the next time you go to a park or the beach? And that person comes, meets us, and we spend half an hour, get them to know their machine. And that's what you guys, you teach the new people, you teach the new generation. You don't go out and tell the world that you're the world's best metal detector, the world's best beach metal detectorist after 2 years of detecting, and then you start charging people $200 an hour because they think you're a gold magnet from all the gold rings you planted.
Yeah. Dixon Loud. That's a new name. Hello, how are you?
Hello, good evening. Miss Fairy Dust, Miss Bernay, good evening. Hello. Wow, we've got a great group of people here tonight.
We have 59 in the house.
I know, that's awesome, Bill.
Thank you all for being here. Relative humidity, is that breaking a sweat with your sister-in-law? Asking for a friend. That's Captain Vic.
Lucinda, my dad retired in 1973. Well, yeah, he retired in 73 from Bethlehem Steel, which was a big competitor to U.S. Steel. And they seriously underfunded their pension program. So several years later, after my dad already retired, moved to Florida here, Bethlehem Steel announced that they were filing for bankruptcy. And the first thing they asked the bankruptcy judge for was to cancel all their retirement pension options. So my dad got a letter from a muckety muck high enough that he wasn't given a parachute, but he needed his big pension too. So he sent a letter asking every pensioner to send in $100 so they could hire lawyers. And my dad did, and a lot of the pensioners did, and they fought it. And they got the bankruptcy judge to say that Bethlehem could not dismiss their pension liabilities for people who've been working for 25 years. So my dad was able to get his pension until he passed away.
Awesome.
But look at this. J. Paul out metal detecting. Good for you, sir. Digging SoCal. Bill says, check your email, sir.
Marty Bistro, good evening.
Evening, Marty V.
Good evening.
Oh, wait, Bill sent me a picture of his trading card. Oh, we're showing this baby off. Look at this stud. That's right out of a Chips episode there. I got to show this. We got Chips on TV, Bill.
Let's see it.
Deputy William Harrington, Temple Station. I mean, that looks right out of Chips there, guys.
Yep.
That is awesome, Bill. Yep, that's pretty much about the way mine would have looked like. We had the same cruisers. We had the same light bars. Yep, that is awesome, Bill. That is cool as hell. Stop, Danny. Stop, Danny. He's been getting married for 17 years now. Wow, Angie's inching towards 2,300. Way to go, Angie.
Awesome, Angie.
You're gonna give me a music strike. Stop. I already got one from last week's video. My last week's video is ineligible to be monetized, Bill, because of those duck races that I had. I had the sound like at 2, and they picked it up and gave me a copyright strike.
Hi, Mandy.
Bastards, I know. Hi, Tomcat Josh. Mr. Greg, I was going back through the prize book to make sure everybody's caught up. And, sir,
not on the bed.
I have I have a barber quarter here that I owe you that's going to be shipped out Tuesday, Mr. Greg Yankee down south. That will be
Okay.
another red mark checkbook in my book. So, Greg, you got a nice old silver coin coming, sir.
Thanks, Rob. I keep forgetting I got 2 packages to send out. I got to do it.
Darren says, I only have 290 subs. Give me some love, coin roll hunting, and metal detecting Darren's hobbies. Guys, check out. He's a new person to our channel and our little group here. So please check out Darren. Let's see if we can get him over 300 tonight, guys. We get him over 300 tonight, guys. If we get Darren's over 300 tonight, guys, I'll give away a silver GW quarter. So there we go, guys. I've got a silver GW sitting right here. Oh, we got silver. There we go, guys. I've got a 64. I've got a 64 silver quarter right here. Let's give this away and get Darren over 300.
David Carlo, good evening.
Good evening, David.
Excuse me. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, good evening.
CCC, good evening.
Dang.
Finding America, good evening. Dagger Cards, you are now a moderator, sir, and thank you for coming back.
Chuck Owens, welcome.
All 3 new channels that came in Thursday night are here. Wow, guys, thank you so much.
Darren's at 296, 4 to go. 298, 2 to go. Wait a minute.
You guys rock. I'm looking at 299. All right. All right, let's see Darren switch over to 300 here, guys.
Come on. Quit moving on me. Go to channel.
Boom, 300 subs. All right, come on. Give me one more so this thing stick.
I'm going to do that right now, Rob. I know. Oh, I've already subscribed to him. Sorry. Thought I wasn't sure.
All right, there it is, guys. 302. You people rock, and I will put a
Awesome.
race together, guys. Thank you all. I'm telling you, Bill, I say this all the time. We have the best viewers in the world out there. You guys are so community oriented. We appreciate it so much. Oh yeah, let's do a comment picker, Bill. That way we know we don't miss anybody. All right.
Yep.
Wait. Way to go, Denise. Denise with the hostess with the mostest, coming up with the idea. Excellent.
Diggin' Dave, good evening.
Diggin' Dave, welcome, sir. We're about to give away silver.
WK Prospecting, hello.
We're having to type in his channel name. Might as well get his channel name out there. Darren's Hobbies. Alrighty, guys, there it is for a George Washington quarter. Type in Darren's Hobbies. I know we're not putting the apostrophe, but we're just trying to make this easy. Thank you, Dagger Cards.
Whoops.
You guys rock, Greg. Even David Carlisle. It's apostrophe S and two words, Mandy. Who drop his link, please? That's a good idea.
Workman, good evening.
And there is his link coming right up. All right, there's Darren's link right there, guys. I just posted it. Greg says 300. Art just dropped his link. Thank you, Mr. Minix. There's Art by Bull's link.
Yep.
Thank you, Danny. All righty, we got 41 good people have already entered in Darren's Hobbies. You know what? I didn't enter in Darren's Hobbies.
Dig Louisiana. Good evening.
Even Louisiana.
He's at 308 now. Awesome.
Evening, WK.
Lady Squall. Hello.
Dagger Cards says, I'm slowly creeping to 1,000. I've been hovering around 930. Guys, we can get Dagger Cards a few more tonight, too. All right, if we get Dagger Cards to 950, Rob will give away another silver. On top of the silver, we normally give away.
All right.
And why am I feeling generous tonight? Because we went back down to our big silver dealer Friday while Rob was taking back $1,000 of halves to get back in the bank. And down around the Largo and Clearwater area, I hit 7 banks. And I stopped at my huge multi-million-dollar silver guy. And he gave me a phenomenal deal on some phenomenal silver, guys. Some silver that you will find nowhere else. I've got 1,800 Egyptian coins. I have 1,800 French coins. I have stuff you're not going to see anywhere else but here on FL Thunder. Angie says, Denise is the brains of the outfit. Yes. Yes, she is, and we don't ever argue that. And unfortunately, she's been the muscle of the outfit lately, too. Oh, he went 5 miles, been at Savannah Bananas ball games. Oh, I bet those minor league games are fun as hell. Alrighty, guys, we got 53 entries. Type in Darren's Hobbies, guys, for a chance to win a silver GW quarter.
Oh, be in.
Oh, let's get the Saturday night stream up here, Bill.
Oh, Neil, how you doing this evening?
Evening, Neil.
Hello, medical detectorist. Deb Melvin. James, Iron Antler. Good evening. 5 Mile Road Hunter. Good evening.
All right, guys, how many people we got? With 56 people. Okay, guys, one last chance. Type in Darren's Hobbies for a 64 GW quarter. Evening, Bill Brasky. Dixon
We have
Loud,
75 in the house.
Bill, that is all
We got
4 new channels that were on our Thursday night stream that are here tonight. Dixon Loud, let me get
Awesome.
you wrenched up.
We
Wow,
got
you
75
guys rock.
We got 75 people in the house, Rob. Thank you all. You guys are great.
Let me find Dixon Loud and we'll get him.
Venture Dulo, good evening.
There is Dixon Loud. Oh, I got to go on to the, hang on. Can't do it from the StreamYard side. You got to do it from the YouTube side. Hey, Bill, I just realized we're streaming across the, there we go.
We're streaming across. There we go.
We were streaming across the no silver from the box of halves.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I didn't either. All right, Dixon, sir, we got you wrenched up as a Smurf. There you go. So I believe we got everybody. All righty, guys, we now have 57 people. 10 more seconds. Chat is flying, Angie. Type in Darren's Hobbies if you'd like to win a 64 GW quarter. I was ready to say GW $50, but that wouldn't make sense.
Maybe in another Marvel universe, but not this one.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you very much. Johnny Smallpepper, good evening. Thank you, Jim Steele. All right, let's get to 60 entry, guys. There it is. Boom, 60 entries. All right, we're going to run this. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I almost saw my name come up there for a minute. Boom, it's Swamp Dog.
Congratulations.
And you know what? He said they were boarding a plane to take his daughter. We know he was here, and we know he was here to enter, so I'm hoping he answers. But even if he doesn't answer, we're going to go ahead and award that to Swamp Dog.
Hello, Doug McClure. Swamp Dog says thank you. He's still here.
Howdy. Fantastic. Howdy, Doug McClure.
Congratulations, Swamp Dog.
Congrats, Swamp Dog. And I believe I have his address already.
Doors just closed, he says. Wow. Talk about timing.
Perfect timing. Okay. Love it, guys. Love it.
You know, Rob, I'm going to hate to fly from now on.
Yeah, you're going to have to go through that extra sideline, Bill.
That's why I will take this with me, because it's from the hospital. It says joint replacement. I can just hold up my.
Yeah. So we going, where do we get one of those?
They give them to you at the hospital. They didn't
No, I
know.
know, but other people are going to go, where can I find one of those?
Yeah.
Excellent. Everybody's congratulations, Swamp Dog. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. And Miss Denise made me hard-boiled eggs, because I've read, Bill, when you're doing the low carb Atkins diet, that hard-boiled eggs actually fill you up more than scrambled eggs or over easy eggs, because they retain the water and they're denser, so you feel full faster. So guys, I'm really doing well on my weight loss program. So so there we go. Javier, good evening, brah. Mr. Minnick puts up a hard-boiled egg emoji. Show me Mo Diggs. Good evening. And there is Miss Paula Abrams saying hello to Bill and Rob and all you good peeps, friends, and family out there. Thank you, Miss Paula. Thank you, Swamp Dog. And the good thing is, Grandma Kelly, I love Denise's hard-boiled eggs. I love her. What's the other eggs? Deviled eggs. Guys, you want to see something funny? Go watch some of the British videos of the people trying American deviled eggs for the first time. They don't have deviled eggs over in Britain. They don't even know what they are. And I'm telling you, people taste them and they're just losing their minds. Ficus
Really?
and Toast, good evening. Medical Detectives, good evening. Colonels Collecting, good evening.
That's something
Thank
I
you,
didn't
Terry
know.
Dust. Venture Dulo, good evening. Thank
Oh,
all
yeah,
you people.
steak's gone through the roof. All steak. Hello, Dina Littlehorn. Hail. Excuse me.
Dave, I'm telling you, it's Denise does our grocery shopping and she comes home sometime and just can't believe some of the prices. But steak on the grill is nothing better than steak on the grill, I'm telling you.
Good evening, Prairie's Prospecting, and welcome to the stream. Hello,
And bought
Lewis.
an egg carrier at the dollar store. Our dollar store at one time years ago, you could get a dozen small eggs for $1, because when I did my week-long series that I could only eat on what I made metal detecting, dirt digging, the first day I metal detected, I metal detected the whole day. I went out 3 times, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once in the evening. I have one park here that's open at night with lights. So I detected all day that first day. At the end of the day, I had something like $7.42 in change, and I was able to buy a loaf of bread, a dozen eggs, and a small thing of coffee so I could make coffee. And I made French toast the second day for breakfast. And the dollar store also had the little sausage links for $1. So I was able to spend like under $5 and have sausage and French toast the next day and a little bit of coffee. And I was able to eat all week. The dollar store kept me alive for a week.
Yep.
Nighttime. That's tough, Art. That's tough. I'd say I'd understand, but I don't. I can't. That's not something I can understand. And I'm telling you, just being physically disabled, I have been for this last year, has been the hardest thing I've ever done. But yet, Bill's been an inspiration because he's been the same boat as me, and he just had his hip surgery about 10 days ago. And Mr. Bill's doing great.
Yep.
Prairie Prospecting, good evening. Saying hi to Dina. Let me get you wrenched up, Prairie Prospecting. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
And I'll tell you, after surgery, you're going to want stuff like sweatpants, Rob. Something that just goes on real easy.
Oh, I got sweatpants here, Bill. We can do sweatpants.
And I know, like, I turn the camera off people when I get up and walking out because I hate sweatpants. I don't like the way I look in them, so I shut the camera off.
Thank you, Greg. Much appreciated. Greg's all over this, guys. He's giving subs to everybody. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg. I met Pickle Day first time a few months ago. It's just very dest.
Lewis, good evening. Thank you.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I know, Paula. They don't do sun tea. Well, because they are the original home of tea, so they do tea the right way. They steep their tea with their tea bags, and I would imagine sun tea is probably not real popular over there, Paula. Angie says, coffee time. I just got mine. Denise brought it to me in my old Largo PD police mug. Dun, 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 with my name on it. Thank you, Denise. See, Fairy Dust is saying that. First time I tried deviled eggs a few months ago. There you go. Did you like them, Fairy Dust? Mark the Berg Hunter says steak in the belly is better than steak on the grill. Well, that's true, but while it is still steak on the grill, it smells phenomenal steak on the grill. You want to have your neighbors all come out of their house to say hi to you. Just put steak on the grill and let that start wafting over the neighborhood. You have people coming out all the time.
James Eller, I know where you're coming from because my left leg is 3/4 of an inch shorter than my right leg, and nobody's ever done anything about it.
Were they able to fix that on this bill?
No. Every orthopedic I've ever been to or podiatrist knows they never gave me lists for my shoes, nothing. They just, I don't know why.
Well, when my hips are in balance, if I go to the chiropractor in the old days and you got both hips in place, my legs would line up right. If my hips were out, they could do that, Bill, and they could see it 3/4 inch apart. So
I want to let everybody know to stay away from Grandma Kelly's house if she has deviled eggs, because apparently she can't set them down once they're done. She'll eat them all.
I told you guys a story. I went to my metal detecting club picnic and I was running late and I had to go to the bathroom. I got there like at 5 to 12 with Denise's tray of deviled eggs. She had 24 deviled eggs. I set them down on the table with all the other food. I ran to the bathroom, which was about 100 yards away. And by the time I came back, they were gone.
Gone.
I didn't even get a deviled egg from Denise. So I've made sure now that when I go there, I take 2 deviled eggs and put them on my plate first before I set them down for everybody else.
Yep. Yeah, that's my 2 favorite things of Thanksgiving: deviled eggs and turkey sandwiches.
Tomorrow night, Monday.
They just go together. So, hello, Phil Leo.
I need some 4th Monday. They don't care what night of the week it is.
Hi, Curtis Collecting.
But I will find out for sure, D. She's on camera, people. Get that shot. Hurry up, get that shot. Finding America says eggs are now half what they were a month ago. Is that true, hon? She paid $4.13 for 18 large. She's going to go get the receipt. Nice, Mr. Minnick. So, yeah, 2 people. Yep, pickled eggs used to be a bar food staple over in England. Absolutely. Little hole in the wall bars would have them just sitting on the counter. Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, we are definitely old, Mr. Minix. I can.
Well, in November I'll be the big 7-0. So, James.
Oh, she meant pickled eggs. Yeah, yeah. Pickled
Yeah.
eggs and deviled eggs are very different there, Fairy Dust.
Yeah.
How much?
Yeah. You get
Okay,
into
well, that's close to what he said. Denise said she paid $4.37 at Walmart. So yes, they are down. How high did they get here one time? Were they?
and to anybody.
Wow, Denise says they were up to $9 at one time for 18. Wow, so they have come down by half.
And let me warn people. Hello, Show Me Mo Dicks. People from England or another country that come to the U.S. If you happen to be touring it and you end up in a mountain town somewhere, a small mountain town, and you go into a bar and it looks like pickled eggs on the bar, those are not pickled eggs. So,
Are those the bull
mountain
testicles?
oysters. Mountain oysters.
Yeah, mountain oysters. Dagger cards. Yeah, that's where I was a police officer for almost a decade. Dagger
Thank you, Kelly.
in Largo. That's right. I'm from Florida. I bet he has matching sweatpants and tops. You got that right, Marty. You got to be an official retiree down here, Marty. Nothing wrong with that, Grandma Kelly. Thank you, Prairie Prospecting. Thank you.
Hey, Joe, bad idea. How you doing?
Good evening, Joe. Nice digging, Louisiana. I've got 2 boxes of quarters in the garage. So there may be a night that Bill and I go live. We're now doing Coin Roll Hunting, Bill and I, on Mondays and Thursdays. Monday after Monday Digs, and on Thursdays after Shane does his Thirsty Thursday. Yeah, say that fast 3 times. So I may switch one night, and me and Bill may, and I may do one of the quarter boxes instead. No, I've never had pickled fig. That's not a thing here in the state. Pickled pig's feet here, Fairy Dust.
Well, they are, but it's more of a West Coast thing, Rob.
Oh, okay.
Pickled pig's feet, pig's knuckles. But that was brought over from my relatives that came from England.
Yeah, I'd imagine if you were in Charleston, South Carolina, Bill Brasky, you got some serious sweet tea. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. So
Sweet
really,
tea's the
what
best.
do you mean?
Nice dagger cards. I had a buddy of mine from high school that when we were younger in our 20s and 30s, he had a lot of back problems. He worked a very physical job, and he had been told by everybody, don't ever go to chiropractor. Every doctor, he said, don't ever go to chiropractors. They're quacks. And I said, Jim, I got a great chiropractor. You need to go to my chiropractor. And he finally went and saw my chiropractor, and he was just the happiest guy. Lewis says, I am in Amarillo, Texas, heading to Aurora, Colorado to see my son.
Awesome.
That is awesome, Lewis. Enjoy your cross-country trip, sir. That would be a beautiful drive. Darren says, my family has deviled egg contest every year on Thanksgiving. See, that's a great family tradition.
Mm-hmm.
James is going to be 50. Welcome to the big 5-0, James, in October. Yeah, Denise says that's when shit starts falling apart.
Ouch.
Wow.
Still $8 a dozen.
$8 there in California. Damn, Bill. Thank you, Prairie.
No wonder the restaurants have to charge those high prices out there between the insurance and stuff like that. Jeez.
That was my ray of sunshine, Don. That was Miss Denise in the background there. She says, well, who was that ray of sunshine that lit up your room, Rob? That was Miss Denise. She says, I don't feel like a ray of sunshine. There you go, Jim Steele. Nice. Show me, Mo. $2.99 a dozen from the Amish. Good for you, sir. And I bet they're all natural. Rocky Fry, good evening.
Dalton, good evening. Says $8 about right here.
Chuck
He
Owens
gets
is
this
like
from a
just turned
neighbor.
70. Wow, Bill, there's actually somebody here older than us.
Yeah. Well, Jim Steele's older than us.
Well, he's older than fucking dirt, okay? Oh, pardon me, guys. He's older than dirt. Look at this, Angie setting up interviews here. You
Turkey
and Beth like to be
out.
interviewed on our channel. Angie rocks here, guys. Ooh, made deviled eggs and then made steamed shrimp placed on top of the deviled eggs. Ooh, that we've never done that, Paula, but that does sound. Wow, Finding America says there's still 813 there. There you go. There you go, Doug. Oh, yes, Grandma Kelly, I do watch them. They had their father with them who tried Texas barbecue for the first time. Now Art's on his way to 250 already.
All right.
Yeah, Largo, Dagger Cards, Largo's a nice little town.
Oh,
I enjoyed working there. And I still down there. That's where my big coin dealer is.
you're going to want to write this down, Ron. When I had my first hip replacement, they gave me this thing, looked like it had 3 toes on it and some straps. That's for putting your socks on. And that was a big lifesaver.
I don't even want to tell you what I use, Bill. If Denise isn't here to help me put my socks on and I gotta go somewhere with socks, I wear my loosest fitting socks and I take the barbecue skewer that's got the 2 big forks in it,
Yeah.
real long, and it's like this long, and I'll stab my fork and I'll pull that up over my ankle.
That's going to be hard with the surgery. They give them to you free on your first surgery. If they don't ask for one, they'll give it to you.
Thank you, Bill. I wouldn't even have thought about that.
Yeah, it's saved my butt a few times.
Tom Kingery, good evening, Tom.
Yeah.
Our organizer and referees here tonight, Mr. Tom Kingery.
Oh, Tom Kingery. I like that. Hormel is a big pickled pig's feet brand here. Same on the West Coast. But Hormel is one of those brands you love or hate because they got some really good products and they got some they're going, what were they thinking?
Evening, Dalton. Thanks for being here tonight, buddy. Dalton actually got out this week, guys, and got himself two IHPs and a debuckle on a new permission he had, a big field. We're trying to find out if it had any houses on it. Dave, I just made a video on it today, and it's going to be published tonight or tomorrow morning for my members. But yes, we were going to talk about that tonight and tomorrow. The U.S. Mint just announced that they are no longer buying the rolled sheets of metal from the big company, the big steel company they get the metal from. And so they're not buying any more rolled steel from them. And when the U.S. is out of all the rolled steel they have for the blank penny planchets, they will not be producing any more pennies. So, yeah, I have a great chiropractor, Neil. I have 3 great chiropractors, Neil. Gregory says the only thing you can't eat from a pig is the squeal. Yeah, everywhere I go, Doug, you gotta specify sweet or unsweet. No, Martin, I don't want mayonnaise eggs, Martin. Barry does his eggs don't like me. Dave, you just may be the baby in here at 31. Well, no, I think Danny D's 21. Wow, now Swamp Dog says they're waiting on the tarmac. Johnny Smallpepper, good evening, sir. Another great channel. Scotty Aquati's here with us tonight. Scotty, welcome. Yep. 73 good people, Bill.
Awesome. Thank you all for being here.
I am, Dalton. I'm slowly getting there. I'm now actually under medical care for that, Dalton. I'll fill you in off screen.
We have a new person, Brad V.
Brad B.
Welcome to the stream.
Angie, because I don't like wearing tennis shoes without socks, unless I'm going to the beach detecting or something. And you don't want to see my feet in sandals. No. And I'm not, but I won't wear sandals and socks. That's officially when you're an old person, okay? Brad V, welcome. I use a small Tupperware to pan them into, and then rerun the coins to make sure we get as much as possible. There you go. Nick says, I am 4 away from 3.7, guys. Come on, we can get Nick 4. I know I'm subscribed to Super Nick.
I'm subscribed to him.
Good evening, Joe. Nice, Silver Wishes. If I use a bucket, I can see sparkles of gold. I know it was found by old timers on the river. Nice, Silver Wishes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's politically correct as frickin'. Okay. Thank you, Paula. Sorry. Tom says, don't badmouth Hormel. I've been there 21 years.
I'm not bad mouthing.
Wow, Bill, you see what Dave wrote? I have 30 penny boxes stashed away. I'm going to save like 100 boxes for the future. Dave, I haven't wanted to announce this, sir, but I have 20. I have 20 stashed away. And Denise is like, what the hell are you doing with all these pennies? But yet medical says he won't miss it. I'm telling you guys, I think if you look at the 2024 pennies, Mr. Marty Verstal's here tonight. Marty's our resident weekly nickel checker. And Marty says those 2024 nickels are hard to find. And you'll see why when I post the members video either tonight after this stream or tomorrow morning. He was back here on the table. He just came in from outside. Art says, Brad V is a good guy. All right, then we will get him wrenched up, Art. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not doing ski jacket and sandals, Kelly. Brad V, based on Art's recommendation, you have been given a moderator's first time here. You are modded up, sir. You are smurfed up. Casper Zappadasher, you're all invited to the asylum. There you go, guys. Stephen Billings Asylum Sunday night. There
that
you go,
sucks,
guys.
Silver Bushes.
Thank you, Casper. Awesome, Brad. Well, we got you wrenched up, sir. Yeah, Swamp Dog, if you're on a beach and you're metal detecting, you will pick up that magnetization in black sand. Wow, I pronounced that correctly. That was my quarter word for the night. Thank you, Swamp Dog.
Nice digging, Dave. He found a 1988 D penny in a roll that sold for over $1,300.
Oh my God! Did you read Silver Wish's comment?
Yeah, that's okay.
That would suck.
When I was a kid, back in my hometown, and you hear the prospectors out east here talking about hitting the Yuba River in California. Well, there's 3 forks, south, middle, and north. Well, North Fork, there's a campground right at a bridge where the river went through. You used to go up there 5-6 times a year, go camping, fishing, swimming, right under the bridge. Nobody knows how it got there. I'd been there a few days before, but a guy found a 7.5-pound nugget under the bridge in the gravel. I must have been.
Goodbye.
I must have been in that spot 1,000 times and never saw anything like that.
There you go, guys. Dagger coins. I highlighted that.
Hi, Georgianne.
I would have cried too, Swamp Dog.
Hey, Rob. The worst thing about this 7.5-pound nugget this guy found, he donated it to a museum. We're just thinking, that thing's got to be worth thousands.
Thank you,
Thank
Brad.
you, Brad V. Thank you very much.
You know what? Show me Mo Diggs. I was wondering that too. I got my red book right here. I don't know. I'm not familiar with any errors on the 88 penny. Got the red book
Phil.
right here. I'll tell you something, Bill. This red book has so much information. There are times that I'll just sit down and start reading some of the information in this red book about some of these different coins. How's that for being a nerd, huh?
He said it was a 1988 D flared G, was in really nice condition.
Yeah, the book doesn't mention anything about that. Flared G, cool. Always something to look for out there, guys.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'm going to get Charlie's coin scope hooked up when I start doing some pennies, so I can look at them under the coin scope. But Brad V, thank you very, very much. I know Mandy, right? Good evening, Miss Georgianne. I don't know. Do any of you guys out there watch Cash Cab on cable with Ben Bradley, the host? Denise
I
and
haven't watched
think
that
he's
in
hilarious.
years.
You know what I'm talking about, though, Bill?
Yeah.
Cash Cab. So,
Yeah.
so if you get to your destination, you're up like $1,200, Bill. There's 3 of yous in the cab, and then he goes, "Okay, do you want to go double or nothing for the video bonus? Do you do it, Bill, or do you take the guaranteed $1,200 and walk?"
Me, I'd be stupid. I'd go for it and lose it probably.
I actually do see, though, that probably 75 to 80% of the people do get it. It's usually not. I mean, they don't come up with something obscure. It is something that if you're generally knowledgeable about things that you know. But I've seen people bet up to 20. You know, they've got up to $2,700 in the line. I've seen them lose it all.
Yeah.
I grew a 7.5 pound radish once. Holy crap, Beth! That's huge. Dave says, or an 88D reverse of 89 FG design. See, Dave knows so much more about pennies and coins than me, guys.
Okay, Captain Vic just tagged you on this weekend's Wounded Warrior benefit auction. It runs Sunday and Monday from noon till 8 p.m. Eastern both days.
Wow, Mandy says, I got to meet Georgianne last week. She's incredible and beautiful, just as you would have thought. Well, thank you, Mandy. That's very kind of you for Georgianne.
Awesome, Bill.
Danny's like, I'd take that money. I'm out of there. Miss Torchy, good evening, Robin. Thank you, Captain Vic. I will check that out, Captain Vic. We donated one to JP's crew. I donated a Benji that they gave away or they auctioned off, and I just shipped that out to the winner. Yeah, it's on reruns now, Phil. But that was a fun show. That was one of our favorite shows, and we loved Mike Rowe on Dirty Jobs.
Yep.
Mike Rowe was my man crush. Okay.
He's got a YouTube channel now.
Yes, he does.
And it's great.
Boom. Bill says it's a good day. Bought a $20 Monopoly scratch off today and won $500. Boom. Dinner's on Bill tonight, everybody.
Oh, nice, Torchy. Hello. And she went metal detecting with Corey the treasure hunter today. Had a good time.
Nice. Rob, you never guess where I'm going next Sunday. You going to the races, Dalton? Let's see where Dalton's going next Sunday. Nice, Torchy. Ouch.
Sorry to hear that, Digging Dave. Alaskan Assassin Adventures. Good evening.
Good evening, Alaskan.
Hadn't you already given them a blue wrench?
I thought I did, but if we didn't, we will do that now.
Because it ain't showing up now. I'm sure you did.
Oh, Dalton's going to the Bucks indoor practice facility to meet the players on Sunday. Good for you, sir.
Wait, cool.
Yeah, Bill, you're right. He's not wrenched up, but we will take care of that. Add his moderator done.
Ronnie, good evening.
Dalton, back in the late 90s, my old partner at the police department, Andy, who had been promoted to sergeant, one of his officers, one of his female officers, her husband was a cameraman for Channel 8, I think one of our local TV stations. And he got numerous passes to one of the Bucks practice facilities, and Andy gave them to us. And Denise and I went over there, and we were there. We were there at the tent when they came out. And Derek Brooks, who doesn't generally sign autographs, Denise asked him if she'd sign her football. And he said, I'll catch you on the way out, on the way back out. And Denise waited. And as he came back out, she said, hi, Derek, could you sign this? And he goes, I don't usually sign stuff. And she says, well, you told me on the way in, you'd sign on the way out. And he looked at her, grabbed the black magic marker or silver magic marker, and he signed it. So she's got Derek Brooks' signature on a NFL football. And then John Gruden, Denise had his book, the book he wrote as a coach, and she got him to sign the book, John Gruden. So yeah, Denise has got a really nice Bucks display cabinet. Absolutely, Dagger. Guys, this is just a cranking out room here tonight. I don't know all of them either, Paula. Bucks for babies. Oh, he gets to bring the little guy. That's awesome, Dalton. All right, Neil, where are you going in August, sir?
Hello, Julie.
Wow, Georgian's you guys are all out there just meeting all over. I got to meet PA Patriot and Wrench today. You guys are just cranking out there. All I got to meet was Charlie, Shane, and Brad.
Mm-hmm. Good night, Dina. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Johnny. That's something I'll yeah, thank you, Johnny. That's a good idea, Johnny. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Greg, God Diver. Good evening.
Howdy, Greg. Howdy, Ronnie. All right, I'm trying to look for it.
Johnny says
nice,
he'll put
Neil. I have a signed Garrett cap that the Diggers signed. Nice.
Rob, Johnny says he'll put in $15 for prizes if you do it.
Nice. I have to figure out how to do that, Johnny. Nice, Silver Wishes. Thank you, Johnny. All right, I haven't seen yet where Neil's going Sunday. Uh-oh, Swamp Dog says the plane's finally taxiing, guys. Nick says he's only 4 away. You know, Joe, thanks for bringing it up. In June, I'm going to the Tulsa Coin Show. In 10 days here. Oh, no, I think it was this weekend. When was the big Lakeland Coin Show? Did I forget about it? I was just going to say, Joe, there's a big coin show coming up next weekend, but it might have been.
James, that's up to Rob if he wants to do a couple races right now. So.
Oh, June 26th. Let me, yeah, that sounds great, Bill. Let me put this up a second, though.
Kane's Coins, hello.
All righty, guys, I have it up here on the screen right here. Let me see if it's showing. Yep. In June, the last weekend of June, guys, 26 and 28, the big collectorama coins, paper money, gold, silver jewelry, and neat collectibles of all kinds in Lakeland, Florida at the RP Funding Center. I am hoping to go to that, guys. So
and that's free entry?
Free tickets, dealer info. There you go.
Damn.
This is one of the biggies, guys. And you can see right there, it's in the center of the state. And so for anybody from the Orlando area, Tampa Bay area, Gainesville, it's not too far away. I am going to try and get there. So if anybody wants to go, be happy to meet some people there in June. But that is awesome, Joe. Man, you guys must have went to a big event. Dina Littlehill got to meet everybody too. It must have been everybody there.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, how do you want to do this tonight? It is 9 minutes to 11 already? Holy smokes. Thank you, James.
Hello, show me. Larry Downing, good evening.
Good evening, Larry. That might be a little bit far for me, Larry. All righty, let me open up another page here, Bill. Get the duck races up.
Oh, thank you, Brad V. Just gifted 5 memberships.
Wow, thank you, Brad. All righty, guys, let me get a duck race going up here. You get a window open, guys. Go to email. Pull up a master list for the duck race.
Johnny says it doesn't need to be tonight. He'll contact you on Facebook Messenger.
Okay, good. Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you,
But yeah,
George.
let's get a couple duck races going tonight.
Georgianne just gave you a super chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Georgianne. You're wonderful. All right, because I know we have at least 5 names to put on our master list here.
Add spirits to my Slurpee. That's right. Okay.
All right, guys, give me like 3 minutes to set this up because there's 5 names we had to. Wow, boom. Thank you, Georgianne. All right, let's make sure we got Alaskan in there.
Martin Bishop says, don't forget FL Thunder digging with Rob.
Yeah, he's actually on the master list. So is Bill and so is Zach. And sometimes I used to forget those. All right, let me just double check, get the new names in here, guys.
Huh. Rocky Fry says,
Ah, Bill, I can't believe we went from 9:45 to 11 o'clock that fast. Wow.
yeah, I know. Boom.
So what happens when you get you get folks participating and commenting. Wow, Bill, I forgot to hit the thumbs up. So I just made it number 43.
Okay.
Menardo, doo. All right. Make sure Kane's Coins is in there. Okay. Oh, Bill, tomorrow on my stream, we're going to be announcing the winners of the giveaway.
Okay.
Thank you to everybody entered. We had a lot of people that entered, so thank you all so much. All right, we got Brad V in there. Let's get Dagger Coins in there, Dagger Cards in there, excuse me. And this will be the new master list. All right, just double check this one more time, guys, and we'll get a race going.
Hi, old Pallone.
Hey, old Pallone, good evening. Yep, got that person. Hey, Moon. Don't want to leave anybody out here. Alrighty, guys. If you're one of the newer channels here and you haven't made a comment in the last few minutes, please make sure you leave a comment so I can get you in the races. We have Alaskan, we have Brad V, we have Art by Bull. As soon as Rob spells it right.
83 in the house.
You guys rock. You guys just rock.
Another chance to lose. Yay, says Jim Steele.
Yeah,
Cue the
that ship sailed a long time, Mr. Jim. You have been I shipped you off 3 silvers last week.
It sailed with Angie too. So.
Yes, it definitely sailed with Angie. You're exactly right, Bill. Alrighty, guys. I think we got everybody in here.
Bill Garner says we're here.
Yeah, Phil's always in. Phil's a staple. Alrighty, guys. Let me pull it up here on the stream. Present, share screen, duck race. There we go, guys. We'll put this on this side. Pull the race up here. Oh, that's perfect. That's going to work perfect. Alrighty, guys. What do you want to do this tonight for? Let's go. I just bought a bunch of them, Bill, so we got plenty of them. So let's do a barber dime, guys.
Nice.
Let's do a barber dime. You know what? Let's get really crazy. Let's do a barber dime and one of the limited edition Halloween stickers.
Nice, Rob. A baba and a sticker.
A baba.
Baba.
All right, shuffle characters. Shuffle a third time. And 3. Oh, hang on. We got to make sure we. 3, 2, 1, and go. There you go, Paul. Saying good luck, good luck, good luck, everyone, in honor of Charlie. The actual original duck race, Bill, is one you actually don't get dinged for.
Yeah.
Ooh, the orange ice creams. Those are awesome. Thank you, Art. Thank you, Nick. And that's the way I think the vast majority of people are here, Nick. But yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Miss Paula. Oh, I just heard a duck. Duck me very much. All right, Dirt Cloud, Miss Patty's up there. Rocky Mountain Brad, Rick Hay, Greg's fading back, NorCal, and Shannon Dalton. Here comes the 19-second fade, folks. And there it is. There it goes. This is going to be. Oh, look at Rick up there. He's just ahead of NorCal as Trump. Here comes Cape Cod Magnet Crew. Is he going to be able to hold it? I don't think so.
No.
Is Chilling with Dan B going to do it, or is it Rusty Klein? Right.
I haven't seen Rusty tonight, have I?
I don't think so.
Or Blistering Barnacles. Fairy Dust is here.
Fairy Dust is here. All right, let's start the timer, guys. You know what the drill is. We got 1 minute. The timer is law. Boom, the 1 minute timer is going.
If you're in the top 5, type in your name. Say here.
Art, I actually don't know. He just sent me a text saying he couldn't do it tonight. He's got a lot going on. He has Charlie in jail again. He's got a lot going on with his elderly father, guys. So we wish Charlie the best. He's kind of going through what Denise went through about 3 years ago, guys. Yep, Fairy Dust says she is here. So we have 20 seconds left for Rusty or Blistering.
Yep.
And there we are. That goes to Fairy Dust.
Congrats, Fairy Dust.
Won in a while. Congratulations, Fairy Dust.
Yep.
Boom. Congratulations. All right, we'll take that down for right
Good night,
now.
Dig in Louisiana.
Take care, Louisiana. Thanks for hanging out. All right, let me get this back up. Alrighty, Bill. I'm going to make a new master list, Bill. New master list out of this race right here. Because that'll have all these new channels in it. So we'll have the new master list with all these good people for tomorrow.
Okay.
So we won't even need to do this, Bill. It'll already be done for tomorrow.
Nice.
Copy iCloud email, send a note to myself to FL Thunder from FL Thunder. Subject, newest master list. And cut and paste and copy and done. All ready for tomorrow, guys. Boom.
Sweet.
Sometimes I almost look like I know what I'm doing, Bill.
You email Rob, Fairy Dust, if he doesn't already have your address.
I was drinking over at Angie's place. Good for you, Fairy Dust. Let me put my email up there. There you go, Fairy Dust. flthunder@me.com is my email.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, Phil Garner. 5 Mile wants to know, are you kicking field goals yet, Bill?
Not quite. Getting closer, though.
Jay says, I got 2 videos to edit afterwards. They'd be short, but at least it's something. Hey, Jay, that's right. Guys, I want to thank you, 80 Good 6 Good People, for hanging out with Bill and I tonight at last minute notice. You guys are adaptable. You guys really are adaptable. And pretty much everybody knows if we're not on a Charlie's, we're either going to be on mine or Bill's.
88 in the house.
Wow, nice. Danny says she just uploaded a short. Let's see what we're at for likes here, guys. I know it's more than 43. I hadn't updated my screen here. Refresh my 84 likes. Wow, thank you, good people. Wow, Olin said.
Yep, that's what I'm showing. 92.
Wow,
92 watching, 84 likes. Nice.
Nice, Olin. Where'd you win those at? Morgans are such beautiful coins. Bart, you all do rock. Yep. Yes, sir, Bart. You all do rock.
Keegan, hello.
Keegan, yes, there is a stream, sir. Thank you, Johnny. Hi, Lacey and Lacey's sister. The girls are all yelling, hi, Lacey. Hi, Lacey, sisters. Young ladies. How we doing, Ellsworth? Ellsworth, I have an envelope here with your name and address and stamp on it. Sir, if I owe you something, please send me an email off this stream here so I can get you what I owe you.
Mark C, good evening.
I have an address stamp for you going here without a prize in it. So if I owe you a prize, sir, please let me know. You betcha, Ellsworth. Happy what we can do. I'm going to have to check out Danny Dizzle's short afterwards. I'm going to go check out Jay Paul's. I know Bill and Christine. I know Christine put out another video today. I watched my man. I Dig Daytona. Brian, he got a ring yesterday. It's Lacey, Sarah, Chelsea, and Brooke are Ellsworth daughters. Thank you, Danny Dizzle. Wow, Danny. Sharp as a tack. Thank you, Danny. Art says, there's my link to check out. 212 subs now. Boom, Art, you just rock. Stay out of my shorts. Yes, ma'am, Angie. Yes, ma'am. Well, Bill, I got a 4-hour nap before coming here tonight. I'm all fired up tonight. I'm gonna be up half the night after this stream's over. Dagger says, I'll be putting out some videos tomorrow. I took today to rest my legs from running. Good for you, sir. Oh, I've known Ellsworth on YouTube for a long time. Awesome, Danny. We got our winning from you. Okay. I'll just save this envelope for your next win, Ellsworth. Well, Bill, I was going to go to about 11:15 tonight, which about is. So let's end with something big here.
Okay.
You know what, Bill? I have a really nice Canadian silver quarter.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, my last one. My last Canadian silver quarter. But, Bill, wait till you see for what we have for a couple prizes tomorrow. It's going to blow people's minds. All righty, guys. I'll double check here, but I'm pretty sure that everybody here is in the race. Thank you, Greg. Kane says, I'm only 3 off 400 subs. I know I'm subbed to Kane's.
Martin Smith, good evening.
It says, it's been crazy here with everything, but thanks, everyone, for making the girls smile. That's Ellsworth. That's the very least we could do, sir.
James Schultz, good evening.
Absolutely, Martin. Hi, Robin, Bill, one with a new hip and one that needs it. Well, Martin, we're working towards it, sir.
Yep.
I'm hoping by the end of summer to have good news for you guys. I really am. That's my goal by the end of this summer, to have good news for you guys. Thank you, Jim. There you go. Tom's got him one closer. Johnny says, I just followed Art by Bull tonight. Thank you so much, Johnny Small Pepper. another great channel for you new channels. Go please check out Johnny Small Pepper. He is a great guy.
Yes, he is.
And it better him than me than he's trying the hot stuff, okay? J. Paul's close to 400. Boom. All righty, guys, let's run this last race. Or win this race. All righty, guys, shuffle 3 times. This is for a silver Canadian quarter. 3, 2, 1, and go, everybody. There you go, Nick's. Nick's is please everybody check out my channel after the stream. Will do, Nick. Nick does some great Canadian coin roll hunting, guys. Like I said, Ellsworth, the very least we could do. You're an actual saint, Ellsworth. Good luck, good luck, good luck, Tom Kennedy says for Charlie. Dagger's putting up his link, guys. Jimmy Lacari, good evening, Jimmy. Good evening, Mr. Dirtfish and Rob, MDF in the house. Mike the Greek says, yo. Everybody's here then. Boom. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so, so much. Ooh. French onion, mushroom, garlic, zucchini, chicken wing
Thank
tips.
you, Kelly.
Oh my God, Paula, does that sound
Good night,
phenomenal?
Paula.
Boom. Kane says we're over 400. Look at you guys rock.
Rob, mainly dirt fishing. Good evening.
That's awesome, Tom. And Grandma Kelly has hit 200K subs, guys. We have royalty in the house here.
Yep.
Maybe we'll have Grandma Kelly on next weekend. Oh my God, can you guys hear the dog snoring? All right,
Kane
guys,
joins
there's a
the
19-second fade. Mr. Jan Lewitz up there. Rocky Fries behind him is Rudolph. Here comes Old Pelone. Here comes NorCal Digger. Detecting with Jim's fading. Oh, Kane's Coins is up there. We know he's here. Here comes Miss Sherry Lynn. Oh, we haven't seen Miss Sherry Lynn tonight. And I think Mike the Greek is second. And he just got here. Perfect timing, Mike. All right, let's give Sherry a minute. A minute to win it.
Mike the Greek. Never heard of that guy.
I heard he's a Spanish teacher. All righty, guys. I'll put these 2 quarters together tonight. We gave away 2 quarters and a barber tonight. Nice. All righty. 37 seconds to go for Miss Sherry Lynn. Yeah, we haven't seen her in a couple weeks, Bill.
No, we haven't.
Kane's Coins, so happy you hit your 400, sir. MDF Rob, great to see you. That would be awesome, Ellsworth. That would literally be awesome.
Well, thank you, medical detectives.
Oh, my God, Paul. There we go. Boom, there's the timer, guys. That is going to Mike the Greek, yo, and I have Mike's address. So congratulations, Mike.
Yep.
All righty, guys, there we go. Mike the Greek is our 3rd winner tonight. All righty, guys, it's 11:20. I know Charlie generally goes on to about 11:30, but we're going to call it a little bit early tonight.
Mhm.
I don't know if anybody's going live after us tonight, but thank you, Lucinda. But if anybody's going live tonight, announce that. Joe says I broke 790. Joe's getting close to 800. Angie, thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate
You're
it.
all
And
welcome.
thank you for hanging
Thank
out
you
at
all
the
for being
Angie
here.
Loser Lounge. She's not a loser anymore. You betcha,
No, you're
Greg.
not,
Thanks
Angie.
for hanging out with us tonight. Colonel says good night, everybody. Grandma says good night. Good night, Julie. Good night,
Good night,
Grandma.
everyone.
Thank you for the super chat. Bill, thank you so much for co-hosting, sir. And we'll
No
see
problem,
all
Rob.
you people at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thanks,
Yep.
everybody, and be good humans.